Hey guys, here's a quick little video to help you release tension in the neck. Let's start sitting up tall. Now I'm sitting up on a cushion and I highly encourage you to either sit up on a cushion or fold up a blanket or towel just to elevate your hips off the mat a little bit more so you can relax those knees. Place palms to knees to start off with. And lean back so that we find the alignment of shoulders over hips and crown of the head over shoulders. Good. Roll the shoulders down the back. And think about leading with the nose with these circles. We'll begin to circle out to the right. So we'll go down towards the right shoulder. The nose will point towards your lap, to the left, and up. So really small circles to start off with. No rush at all. Take your time. As you go, take deep belly breaths. Let's just do one more. Remember, think about the nose leading you through these circles. And once the nose is pointing the direction of the right shoulder and slightly down, hold here. Keep the right hand on the right knee. Reach the left arm away from you, extending from the wrist. So think about reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling. We want to have the hip and the wrist in a straight line. Push down and away from you. Keep your head dropping over to the right and just draw tiny circles out with that left arm. You can start off going clockwise or counterclockwise. Either way is good. And switch up your direction with the circle. Let that movement be initiated from the shoulder so you're not turning around through the wrist. Good. And hold that left arm out and away from you. Cross the right arm across your chest, reaching behind the left ear with your fingertips, and then imagine like you're playing piano in slow motion, starting behind the left ear. Just walk your fingers down the left side of the neck. You can even wrap the fingers kind of behind to get the back of the shoulder. You can play around with moving your head in different directions. Nose points straight down to the right shoulder or up slightly. Maybe you find one spot that really needs a little bit of extra attention and you just keep working there. Kneading and pressing. This works really well if you've got one of those little tune-up balls at home. You can place it in your palm and just roll it up and down the neck. Good. And keep the head the same as it is and bring right hand back to the right knee. Turn the left palm so it's facing behind you. Bend your left elbow and you're reaching the left fingertips across the low back to the right side of the low back. Press your left elbow down towards the mat. So we're making as much space as we can between left ear and left shoulder, as much as we can comfortably. And this might be enough, and you stay right here, rolling the left shoulder back, pressing the elbow down to the mat. If you do want a little bit more, you can reach right arm overhead towards the left ear and just simply rest the hand on top of your head. So you're not actively pressing down, just allowing the weight of the hand to rest on the head and press up with the head a little bit, more of an active stretch. Make sure the right ear is not completely in your right shoulder, and breathe. I invite you to close your eyes. Last couple breaths here. Feeling that stretch in the muscles on the left side of your neck. Good. Right hand returns to right knee. Lift your head up through center. You can bring left hand to left knee and shrug the shoulders down and back in a few small circles. Good. And roll the shoulders down the back and reach the hands behind your back. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back. Pressing the palms together, interlacing your fingers. Try to squeeze the elbows towards each other. And I'm not straightening my arms. I want the palms to be locked together and the elbows to be moving in towards each other with the elbows bent. Shoulder blades squeezed together. Let's glide our hands over towards that right hip, the right side body. Bring one more time right ear towards right shoulder. Pressing the left elbow down to the mat. This right elbow is going to wing out a little bit, and that's okay. If you can, maybe pull it back. And breathe. And explore the different sensations in the left side of the neck depending on the angle that you're turning your head. What feels best. Good. Slowly lift the head back up through center. Ooh. Release the hands, roll the shoulders out again. Lift the arms up so that the elbows and shoulders are in line. We're going to take the right arm underneath the left arm. So the elbows will cross, and you can either reach the hands behind the back to opposite shoulders and give yourself a little shoulder massage and try to lift the elbows up a bit more. If you have eagle arms, then you can fully wrap up the forearms and bring fingertips to palm. So it's my right fingertips to my left palm. Lift the elbows up a little bit higher, just above the shoulders. Make sure your arms are not blocking your face. You should be able to breathe freely. A little sneaky shoulder stretch in here. One more breath. Good. Unwind your arms. Finding cactus arms, elbows and shoulders in line. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. The elbows back behind you. And then come back, releasing the hands to your knees. Let's switch up the crossing of our ankles. So you can lean back and just put the opposite shin bone in front. Rest hands comfortably to knees. Realign the spine if you started to lean forward or backwards a little bit. We want, again, shoulders, hips in line, crown of the head directly above the shoulders. And let's, again, lean with our nose, slow circles in the direction of the left side. So point your nose over to the left. Down towards the mat, over to the right, and up. Good, really slow. Seeing how slowly you can breathe as you do this. Let's do one more. And the next time the nose is pointing over towards the right shoulder, we'll hold here. And this time reaching the right arm away from you, extending from the wrist, so flicking the fingers up towards the ceiling like you're pushing something away. The hand and the hip are in line, so we don't want to have the arm lifted too high. And explore circling out from that right shoulder joint. You can start forward rotation, and switch it up, go opposite direction. And pause here, pressing away from you with the right hand, or left hand I should say. No, it's the right hand. Left arm across your chest. We'll start behind the right ear. Again, that slow motion playing piano. Your fingers can be spread apart or close together. And just walk them down from behind the ear. Maybe even behind your back a little bit, getting into the traps. Finding any spots that feel stuck, knotted, and just kneading them out a little bit, or reaching for your little tune-up ball and rolling it down the neck. Good. We release left hand back to left knee. The right palm turns to face behind you. Bend the elbow and take the arm across the low back over towards the left side. So now our right elbow is angled down to the mat. Can you push it down a little bit more so you do feel that stretch between the right ear and the right shoulder? And that can be a lot, and you can just work with that. If you did want a little bit more, you can reach your left arm up and over towards the right ear. So you're landing the hand on the side of the head. You're relaxing the arm like it's just resting there, and then you're pushing back into the hand very lightly. Breathing. Good. Lift your head back up through center. Ooh. Release the hands to your knees. Shrug the shoulders back. Reach the hands behind your back. We're going to interlace again, but this time try to have the opposite thumb on top. So if it's habitual for you to put right thumb on top, switch it up, do left. Palms will press, elbows will squeeze in towards each other. Keep those elbows deeply bent. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And this time, we glide our hands over to the left to rest just beside that left side body. Left elbow can poke forward, but if you can, squeeze it back a little bit more. And we roll chin to chest and head over to the left. So stretching along the right side of the neck again. It's up to you where you'd like to turn your head. Looking down can access the back of the neck a little bit more, sideways the side, and up the front. So it just depends where you feel that you're holding tension in your neck. Can you make a little bit more space between the left ear and the left shoulder? Let's take one more deep breath cycle here. In through the nose. Slowly out your nose. Upright your head. Your spine leaning through center. Release the hands from behind your back. Lifting the arms so that elbows are in line with shoulders. Roll shoulders down the back. And this time we're going to wrap the left arm underneath the right arm. You can either take the fingertips behind your back again. See if you can lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, or eagle arms. And this time it's left fingertips to right palm. Lift elbows up. Remember, we're not letting the arms rest on our face. We want room to breathe. Shoulder blades are spreading across the back. And you don't need to tilt your head back too much. Just keep the neck neutral here. One more deep breath. Good. Unwind that twist of the arms. Find the cactus again. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Place the fingertips facing in towards each other behind your head. Thumbs are just behind the ears. Lift your head to the ceiling. Send the elbows down towards the mat for 3, 2, and on 1. Lift your head back up. Release the hands to your knees. Thank you so much for joining me in this neck stretch session. I hope that felt good in your body, and I'll see you next time.